going on, dudes and dudettes? So there's a four-star offensive tackle out there in the 2025 class named Alex Payne. He was committed to North Carolina. He did not flip to Duke, but he did flip to USC pretty recently. So that's awesome to see. Hopefully they can flip a couple more guys because there were some of those guys that I mentioned last week that were flipping away from USC. Hopefully they have a couple more flipping to them, like Husan Longstreet as well, the five-star quarterback last week. So hoping for some more better news there. I know Duke had their own official signings of a lot of those players, at least 4 players in the 2025 class that they're going after. Obviously, the Boozer twins and Cameron and Caden Boozer, and then also Nick Kamenia and Shelton Henderson as well. So yeah, officially got those guys signed. They're coming to Duke next year, no matter what, as of right now. So yeah, hoping we'll see if they end up adding a couple more guys. Just depends if how many more guys end up leaving from this roster that Duke has right now, but hoping they can add some more talent anyways when it comes to the near future for the Duke Blue Devils. And the Lakers got a big win against the Jazz the other day, 124-118, and the rookie Dalton Knecht went off with 37 points, which is obviously his career high, but also the most points by any rookie this season in the NBA. So yeah, hopefully he can still keep that or beat it as well, get another new career high, and have that record so far in the NBA. So it's looking really good for that first-round pick for the LA Lakers. And there was some news that Caleb Williams, the Heisman Trophy winner, with the Chicago Bears, I guess that's when they do their bye week this weekend next weekend against Notre Dame. He'll be returning, and I guess they'll be officially retiring his jersey and all that stuff, put it in the rafters, and then also, or is it, I don't know, in the stadium, because I guess rafters are in a basketball stadium. But either way, yeah, retiring his number 13 and probably showcasing off that Heisman Trophy again. So yeah, nice celebration that will be happening next week. And USC basketball did beat San Jose State the other day, 82-68. So yeah, nice victory against one of those Mountain West teams. I think that's where San Jose State's from. They were kind of scrappy towards the end, but luckily USC was able to pull away. Even the Duke Blue Devils are now ranked number 12 according to the AP poll or in college basketball just because of that loss to Kentucky. I think Kentucky is now a couple spots ahead of them, but this Friday they play against Arizona, who I believe is ahead of them or maybe close by, so they have a chance to move up. And they play against number 1 Kentucky pretty soon too, so they'll have their plenty of opportunities to move up. And that Chargers game against the Denver Broncos, I think it's December 19th, has been flexed to Thursday Night Football, so that's one of the first times where a game has been flexed to that supposed prime time. And I don't know, it's kind of weird. I didn't know if the Chargers had a Thursday game that week already or if not and all that other stuff. But yeah, you never see many games get flexed to Thursday night, so that's pretty interesting. But at least they'll be, like they say, on the main stage. I'm going to try to update as much as for USC football recruiting, so bear with me if all you see are pictures as of right this second. But that 5-star quarterback Husan Longstreet was finally named an On3 2025 5-star for that On3 network, so that was pretty cool to see. And then apparently USC knocked it out of the park with Jakeem Stewart, the 5-star visit pretty recently. I think he even met with like Marvel Studios because his nickname is Thanos as well, so he might get a cameo. One of the next Marvel films, he visited Fox Sports. He dined at Nobu in Malibu, which is obviously an expensive restaurant, and met with like a lot of real estate development people too, so that's pretty interesting overall. They did make the top 8 for a 2026 defensive lineman, Danny Beal. So that was good to see. They made some move with another 2026 linebacker in Isaiah Williams. They made the top 8 there. And then a 2026 running back, Sean Austin. They made his top 8 as well. I think he was recently there over the weekend. So yeah, it's pretty cool for him. Sorry I'm a bit all over the place, guys. I don't write my stuff down. I just have the pictures, so they're all kind of mixed up right now. But I believe that game where USC, the women's basketball team against Notre Dame on Saturday, is now sold out. I think you could still get tickets on the third-party markets and all that stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool that it's a sellout. And I think even Juju Watkins was named something like of the Big Ten this last week. She was named to the weekly honor roll because she averaged 21 points, 7 rebounds, 5 steals, and 4 rebounds in 2 games last week. So, yeah, that's pretty cool for her. And congrats to her. And then the men's football team are kind of releasing these Mamba Kobe inspired cleats that look pretty awesome. I mean, look like snake skin and everything. So, yeah, I believe they're going to be wearing those on Saturday night against UCLA. But to be honest, they should probably be repping those in both of these rivalry games and next week as well, especially if they do get the job done this week against UCLA. And I also forgot to mention for recruiting the 2026 4-star, I reckon he's a 4 or 5-star, but local guy, RJ Sermons. He's down to 10 schools in USC. Made it in there. He's the #1 corner in that class. And then there was also another guy in Nila Tupou. I believe he's from the state of Utah, and he was committed to the Utah Utes, but it looks like Steve Wiltfong of On3, I believe that's where he is now. He recently put in a flip prediction to USC from Utah, so hoping that does come true, because yeah, he might be like a 3-star right now, but if Utah is looking at him, then he must be a pretty talented guy, so looking for a lot of upside in this class as well. And Jalen Smith, a cornerback for USC football, he did accept an invitation to the Reese's Senior Bowl, so it looks like he's kind of already predicting that he's going to end up leaving the team. I don't know if he has any eligibility left, but he seems like he's been at USC for quite a bit, so I guess his COVID year and redshirt year are done. So good luck to him, and hopefully he gets some look at once he gets to the NFL. And then when it came to, yes, the USC women's volleyball team, they played against Northwestern on the road and beat them 3-1, so that was cool to see. They are at least getting a couple more wins here and there towards the end of the season. Sadly, Duke women's volleyball isn't, but I guess they'll just try to get it back into it next season. And yeah, speaking of that, Saturday I've been mentioning on Peacock and NBC, November 23rd, like at 12 o'clock is when they premiere the 2 episodes of that Juju Watkins documentary. 1 o'clock is the women's basketball game versus Notre Dame, and then 7:30 p.m. as well is the game against UCLA. So big rivalry weekend on many sides for the USC athletes, and hoping it's a victorious weekend when it comes to this Saturday and beyond as well. And Duke's freshman Cooper Flagg was named the ACC Rookie of the Week. Obviously, the other freshman Con Kunipo won it last week, but this week Cooper gets it, who probably will be winning all these the rest of the year and most likely winning the ACC Rookie of the Year, but congrats to him for getting on the board there. And then the Duke women's basketball team did play against Belmont the other day and won 79-47, so that was great to see. Congrats to them. I think as of right now, they only have 1 loss, so that's a positive early in the season. And then, yes, the Lakers did find out about Jared Vanderbilt. It still seems like he's out indefinitely with that injury. It sucks because it seemed like this was the reevaluation period, and thought you were going to hear some good news, and of course he's still going to be out, so that was tough to hear. And the Anaheim Ducks got a couple wins pretty recently. They beat the Chicago Blackhawks 3-2, and then they beat the Dallas Stars 4-2, so that was great. And then one of the top highest graded rookies in Week 11 when it comes to PFF, they have Ladd McConkey of the Chargers there, like top 4, which is really great, and even Joe Alt right there, right behind Caleb too, so a lot of USC and Chargers guys up there, even a couple of guys on top I liked for the Chargers to draft, but they did not. Then the Chargers did make some moves. They did sign a safety in Amani Johnson to the practice squad, and they released a tight end McCallan Castles from the practice squad. Then they also signed DiCaprio Bootle. And yeah, so we'll see how this goes, making some moves a little bit here and there. Nothing that's going to, stop the presses, and, it's breaking news of who they're adding and stuff, but some depth help, and we'll see how these guys end up doing. But if they are playing for the Chargers, then it means that the injuries have caught up, so hoping to not hear their names, but congrats to them on getting at least a chance right now. Try to make it in the NFL. So thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, fight on, and beat the Bruins.